Hi folks, today we're going to talk about zoning systems. We're working on a new house today, and we've put in a couple of zoning systems on this house because it's pretty big. It's got 2 furnaces, 2 airs, and it's got 6 zones, 3 on each piece of equipment there. So what we've got here is the Air Boss panel by Arzel, and what this is a zoning system. And what we've got is a circuit board inside here that controls everything. And then down here we've got this is basically a mini air compressor because this system is pneumatic. So it runs off air and vacuum. So if you look around, I'm going to try to move the camera slow so we don't make everybody sick. But we've got different sets of wires coming in here. And each one of these is a zone. So we've got 1 over here, and then 2 over here, and then back down here we have 3. And then if we wanted a 4th zone, we could have ordered this with another zone, so we would have had 4 zones. And then we can add zones. We can go up to about 6 on one piece of equipment, depending on what kind of airflow we can get. And then you have up here, you have your power out to your furnace. So these are all the control wires that go out there. And we have power right here that comes into the unit, and this is a pretty simple project because if you look right down through here and follow this little brown wire over, we've got a transformer that just mounts to a plug, and so that's how this thing gets its power, which is kind of nice. And like I said, it's all pneumatic. So up here at the top we've got a couple of zone valves, solenoid valves. And then if we go up and we look at the wiring up top, we've got our control wires, and that white and orange and yellow tubing is the actual tubing that goes out to the dampers. So if you come across here, here's some ductwork that has the dampers in it, and you'll see that tubing connecting up to each one, and each one of these dampers is a different goes to a different zone. So you see white tubing on this one, and it goes to a zone. And then you'll see orange on that one, and that one goes to a different zone. And then white on this one again, so those 2 go to the same zone, the 2 white ones. And then if we come down here and we look at our system, you'll see the tubing as it runs down next to the ductwork. And you'll continue to see zone dampers and follow that tubing. And you'll see where it'll cut across, go to another damper over somewhere else. But right here we've got the orange one. And that's kind of how that all hooks up. I'm not going to take you all the way down the duct system, but you can see those dampers hanging down and how that works. So if we swing back over here, we're at our furnace. And this is our thermostat for the basement. They don't have any walls. They're not finishing the basement yet, but we wanted to be able to temper it properly before they did that. So you'll see we have this is a Nest thermostat. They're not my favorite, but this particular client really enjoys the Nest thermostat. They've had them on commercial buildings that they own along with previous homes, and they really like them. So that's what we went ahead and put in for them. And so they have 6 thermostats throughout this house. Now what's ironic is I just talked to the homeowner today, and she was very happy with how everything's operating. So that's it. So we're back over here at our thermostat, and we're going to go ahead and fire this thing up so you can kind of see how it works. And we're going to go to the settings here, and we're going to turn this from cool to heat because it's so cold down here today. And we're going to turn it up. You can see how it changes colors, so we know it's heating. And we hear our furnace start to fire up. And then we'll start seeing some lights over here. So right here, we've got a light that tells us that we're in heating mode. Obviously our power light is on. And then the zone that we were using right here is zone 3. So now the zone 3 is our basement zone. So we're getting some lights there to let us know that we're coming together. And now our pump has just turned on, and you can kind of hear that running. But one thing about this I don't know if it sounds loud or not on this video, but once we close this insulated door, it gets real quiet. So that in a nutshell is how it works. The one thing I like about this system is all the dampers fail in the open position. So if we were ever to have a service call with one of these dampers, when the system shuts off, all the dampers go to open. So you'll never be without heat. You just may be without zoning until, you know, we come out and replace a damper. Now, in the 25 years that I've been putting this particular system in, I've had 2 damper failures. So we feel that that's a pretty solid track record on this system with the hundreds of systems that we've put in, both on forced air and geothermal heat pumps. So one thing I want to say about this project in any of our videos are these are real jobs. None of this is studio shot. So when you look around in the background of our pictures, you'll see that, you know, it's somebody's basement, it's somebody's office. You know, you're going to see real life stuff. So there's nothing set up. You're getting exactly, you know, how this truly works in the field and in a real situation. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our video.